no moi, family. It is Joinen. And I have some news for you. A little while ago, I cut off all my hair. And that was because I was too powerful. I had too much hair, and it was too good. The issue with it was that every blonde girl was jealous of me. And my hair, they all wanted my hair, you know? So I can relate to this one. That's why I was gonna actually click a different animated story today, but I swapped it out last minute because I was like, nah, you know what? I could relate. And you know what it resulted in? Me cutting all my hair off. Everybody wanted the hair that I had, even me. But anyway, this is the animated story where this is why every girl is jealous of this. Blonde girl is jealous of this. Anyway, let's get into the story.
Hi, I'm Crystal from a small town in Alaska. Press like and subscribe. Ever since I was born.
Oh, okay. Just press like and subscribe. It's just a command. There's no reason. There's nothing to it. You're not gonna get 1,000 years of good luck. It's just, hey, I'm Crystal. Press like and subscribe.
I've lived with my rich uncle and aunt and 5 girl cousins, but they've always made me feel like I didn't belong with them.
Oh, really? In a My Story animated? No, never. That doesn't make any sense. Here I thought that My Animated Story was the channel for like really nice, loving, functional families. Was I mistaken?
For starters, all my cousins had blonde hair and blue eyes, and I had dark curly hair and brown eyes. They always said I wasn't pretty enough to be part of the family.
Am I now pretty enough to be part of the family?
Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the ugliest of them all? Crystal. Your eyes are the color of poop.
Jeez, that's pretty rude. You know what else is the color of poop? Chocolate. And chocolate's good. So I don't think that'll hold up in court.
And look at your hair. I wonder how many birds sleep inside that nest. They were the meanest, but I had no one else.
Yeah, well, they're good birds. They're cute birds. So why is this a bad thing? How many birds do you have in your hair? None? That sounds lonely.
And I swear, I always thought our town was the only place on Earth until I saw my cousin's geography book. And that's when I was 7. You see, my aunt and uncle wouldn't even send
And that's when I was 7. Just wait until I turned 8.
me to school and just kept me on my toes all day doing house chores. But I'd secretly taught myself to read. I began reading more and more, and all that knowledge...
You secretly talk to yourself... Right, okay, yeah, because you're like the weird one in the family and they don't want to send you to school and stuff that's super legal and... Yeah, sure. No, I'm following.
Just amazed me. One time, when I was 16, my uncle found me reading my cousin's books, and he instantly snatched them from me. Do you have any idea how expensive these are?
Do you have any idea what you're doing? Because I don't. I've tried before. I opened this up and I just see squiggles. I don't understand. Why do people stare at it for so long? Can you help me?
And you're using them for free. Why are you always so awful to me? 'Cause you're kind of weird and not...
Fair enough, though. Let's be real. Kind of weird.
Not really one of us. I pushed him aside and ran out of the room. I just hated it here. A few weeks later, it was Christmas, and I found 5 huge gift boxes under the tree, and another one the size of a matchbox.
We're using some like 3D. We're using some 3D animation these days. Doing a mixture of 3D, 2D chars. Hey, size of the present doesn't matter. It could be something very expensive inside, because price of the present, that's what matters. That's the real important thing about gift giving.
Of course, that was mine. And all it had inside was a pinch of...
FBI, open up!
And that looks... that you a pinch of what? Hey, what did I tell you? That could be pretty expensive, depending on pinch of what.
Salt.
Oh, a pinch of salt? What kind of a present is that? So we gave you a pinch of salt for Christmas?
Just a reminder to add the right amount of salt while cooking our meal. Everyone laughed, and I felt
That's a classic, though. No, I'm on our side about this. That's such a good one.
felt like smashing their heads into the wall. While I was busy cooking, a lawyer visited our house. Curious, I followed him to the study, and when I heard his conversation with my aunt and uncle, I was shook. That girl, Crystal, is worth billions. If you want to keep the money her parents left, you should legally adopt her.
Oh, okay. I see. The auntie and uncle were like, no, it's not about the money. We just love having her around. She cooks a mean spag bol.
Wait, what? I was a freaking billionaire? As soon as the lawyer left, my aunt came running into the kitchen and literally carried me away to the lounge. I was made to sit in Uncle's armchair while he snatched all my cousin's presents and gave them to me.
We got like all these Minecraft sound effects. Huh? I am just frankly shocked that My Story Animated would feature such a bad set of parents. I had no idea that they would do this.
You, girl, give Crystal a foot rub. You, the other one, make her a hot chocolate with extra marshmallows. And the rest, we're changing the dinner menu to all of Crystal's favorites, and you're cooking. Now, chop chop.
Well, yeah, happy ending. Everything, all's well that ends well, right?
Wow, just wow. All of a sudden, I was loved and pampered to bits. I decided
Sure, I'm worth billions, but like, my life's great now.
now was the time to get the one thing I really
You, the other one. Yeah, well, their names don't matter anymore because they have a soon-to-be daughter that is worth billions. And billions and billions and billions.
wanted, going to school. Oh, sweetheart, no. School is such a dangerous place for girls. But all my cousins are girls. They are morons. They're not as precious as you, Pumpkin. We'll get you the best
Not as precious as those billions of dollars.
tutor. Well, that was better than nothing. At least I'd get to learn. But the next night, while I was getting water from the kitchen, I overheard them talking. How long do we need to pamper that ugly duck? Don't worry.
They can't deal with it. They've been nice to her for half a day and they've already had enough. They're like, will this end? Real talk though. Is it worth the billions of dollars for us being nice to her for a bit? I don't know. I really want the money, but at the same time...
Once we get her money, we'll ship her off to some orphanage. Who even wants that hairy kid? Ew. God, I knew they were being nice to me because of my money, but these greedy jerks weren't even planning to let me stay. That very night, I packed my bags and ran away, taking the first train out of our town.
Yeah, you got billions, baby. You can get your own parents. You can get better ones. You don't need anyone, actually. You have money. I don't know why I'm saying that like it's... Yeah, you're probably better off without them, to be honest.
On the train, an old lady sat next to me.
Her, for example. Take her. If the story doesn't go there, I'll be very surprised. Old lady, new mum, guaranteed.
And she told me I was really pretty. She sounded kind. And when we got down, she
Hello, new mother. Exactly.
asked me to join her for a meal at her place. This was the first time someone was treating me nicely without knowing about my wealth. When I got to her mansion, it seemed like she was some
Could do with a little bit of decorating, to be honest.
billionaire herself. I met some girls older than me, and they all looked really happy. Apparently, the kind woman had given jobs to all of them and even let them stay here. I wondered if I
Better not be her actual mum. That would be so silly.
could stay too. And to my surprise, she gladly accepted me. Weeks passed by and
What is that, Sniper Wolf's home? No, there was too many things in it.
all was good. Until one day, the lady woke me up rudely at 3 a.m. Dress up and get ready. What? Why? It's not even sunrise yet. What are you, a chicken waiting for sunrise? Be out already, or I'm gonna kick your lazy butt.
Oh, jeez. Calm down with the language, new mum. What's the problem? What did I do? What did I do?
OMG. Suddenly,
Cult? We're seeing a lot of cult in chat.
the fairy godmother sounded more like a Karen. She pulled me
A Karen! The fairy godmother sounded like a Karen!
down to the main hall where the other girls had already gathered. And then she started explaining how we'd be breaking into some house to steal stuff soon.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm down. We're talking heist? Yeah! Nice! We got a heist on our hands. Cult? No. This is heist. This is like Ocean's 11, except the new one. With like the old female cast. This is that. I haven't seen it, but I'm sure it goes exactly like this.
Wait a second. She was a professional thief? Oh my God. I couldn't believe I'd been living with a gang of robbers for weeks.
A gang of robbers. Nah, this is sweet. Come on, you need something to spice up your life. Yeah, sure you got billions, but that's always the case, right? Any good heist movie, you need one of the characters to already have all the money. No one else knows, but they're just on for the ride. They're there for the thrill of the chase. They're there for the love of the game. That's you.
I wasn't gonna be a part of this. I slipped away and used the old lady's phone to report her to the police. When they turned up to arrest her and the gang, one of the girls turned to me and said, I always knew you didn't belong with a bunch of thieves. Here, take this, and go see this man. He's a very kind fellow who wants to adopt a daughter.
Yeah, that's a good, likely believable plot point there. Easy, good, moves the story along nicely. Dad? Hello, new dad. He's like, nah, I don't want anything to do with you. You ratted out the last one.
And made my way to Mr. Hammond's address. And well, this guy
Mr. Hammond? I know him. He's into cars or something, right?
seemed richer than old Karen. When a butler led me to him, I explained that I had no family, and some girl gave me his details, and he was overjoyed. Oh my God, yes, I've been waiting to adopt a little girl. I'm so happy to meet you. And Crystal, that's such a beautiful...
She got like 1 year before she's old enough to just be independent anyway. She's like 17. What do you mean, adopt a little girl? Red flag.
name. Welcome to your new home. And just like that, my life turned around. I was immediately led to a gorgeous room and given a brand new wardrobe. And when I saw the massive library in the house, I flipped. Oh, sir, you don't know how...
That's why every blonde girl is jealous of me. I'm still waiting why all the blonde girls specifically are jealous of her. Tell me it's just because of the money. Are you telling me blonde girls are the only people who get jealous of money?
much I love books. All I've ever wanted is to go to school and learn as much as I can. Well, my dear, that can be easily arranged. He made a quick phone call and told me I'd be starting school next week. Was this for real? Even though he seemed lovely, I didn't trust him enough yet to tell him about my parents' money.
I mean, good move. The guy gave you a bedroom and said he could send you to school. I don't know if that warrants enough trust so far. Like, sure, cool, but I don't know if it's, by the way, I'm a billionaire kind of trust.
I knew what that did to people. One morning while I was still asleep, someone scared the heck out of me by jumping onto the bed. I let out a shrill scream, and then I saw a girl a few years older than me. She was screaming too. OMG, who are you and what are...
Who are you? Wait a minute.
Who are you?
I thought I was the old man's daughter.
What are you doing in my bed? Dad! Dad? Mr. Hammond came running, and it turned out that the girl was his daughter, Pearl, who was now in university. I just came home to get some stuff. So, what,
right.
I left and you adopted some ugly weirdo and gave her my room? Don't be rude. And yes, I'm all
Yeah, don't be rude. You left, okay? So I got another one.
alone now, and I'd like some company. Now say hello to your sister. Sister? Pfft, I don't know which slum you got her from. Just get her out of my room. She stormed off, and Mr. Hammond apologized to me. It's okay. I know I'm ugly. My cousins made fun of my hair and I...
It's like, I wasn't going to say that. I was going to say, don't worry about her. I was going to... It's okay. I know I'm ugly.
Eyes all the time. It's nothing new. What are you talking about? Your hair and eyes are lovely. I only see a girl who's beautiful inside and out. But let me take you to a salon today. Those people will work
What are you talking about? You are beautiful. You're magnificent. You're perfect in every single way. But let me take you to a salon later and we'll get that hair fixed. Maybe we take you to like a makeup artist as well that can kind of give you a new... I think we should take you shopping.
They trimmed and styled my wild hair and got my eyebrows done. And for the first time ever, I actually felt pretty. I was so happy, I hugged Mr. Hammond. Thanks, Dad. Wait, did I just call him Dad?
How long's it been? I don't think it's even been one night yet. Thanks, Dad. Whoa. Are you my dad now?
Maybe I was starting to like him a bit too fast. I had an amazing first day at school. Everyone was telling me I was gorgeous. A few boys even said my warm brown eyes were adorable.
A few of them? You got a few different boys to all say your warm brown eyes are adorable. Just stay away from them. Any guy who just first meets you and says, hey, listen here, I don't know you, but your warm brown eyes are adorable. I don't know. They're just coming on a little bit too strong.
All that was great. Except when I got home, I found Pearl had moved back in. I decided I'd try to be friends with her, but she was impossible. I tried talking to her at dinner, but she just gave me silent glares. When I asked her to pass me the water, she flung the whole jug at my face.
There's no escaping terrible people in my animated story.
Pearl! What, Dad? She didn't want it on her face? Oops, my bad. One day during the first class,
Obviously, Pearl.
our teacher kept getting annoyed because of some croaking frog sounds. We all looked around and couldn't find any. Just then, a boy put his ear next to my bag and said,
The frog. You got a frog?
I think it's
frog
coming
bag?
from here. I opened the bag and
Wait a second. Hold on. The frog in the bag is not the important part here. The most important part is that man's wearing some lemon cotton merch. Look at that. He's wearing the sweet lemon cotton hoodie. You can get that down in the description below. It's got a cute little lemon cotton on it. Pretty hype. Must be a Joinen fan. It's gonna be wild for him. He's gonna be in the video.
I opened the bag and dropped it immediately. A dozen big frogs jumped out, and there was almost a stampede with everyone screaming and running out. As the teacher fled, she tripped over a chair and fell
Hold on. What's the problem with frogs? You guys don't take your frogs to school? What, are you supposed to leave them at home?
down really hard. She hurt her arm, and I got a month's detention for my prank. This was all Pearl's doing, of
Where did Pearl get a dozen frogs? Where's she getting the frogs from?
course. I went to her room that day and asked her why
I take my frogs to school, they get lonely. That's what I'm saying.
she was bent on ruining things for me. Oh, drop this innocent face, Crystal. I know you're just some gold digger, and my dad is your target. Just because he's too soft and foolish.
Oh, honey. Honey, I got some news for you. I own your dad. I could buy you right now. I have so much Mueller.
To see the bad in people doesn't mean I am too. I'll make sure you don't get a penny of my wealth.
She's like, yeah, that's fine. See if I care. Not because I'm a good person. I don't care about that. I do. I just already have heaps of my own.
She was crazy. All I wanted was a family. Mr. Hammond had a grand pool party planned, and I was so excited.
What's with this guy just standing on the corner, staring sideways?
My jaw dropped when I saw the guests arrive. Actors, singers, and other glamorous people. I was dazzled. Everyone was having a great time, but as some of the guests started to leave, we suddenly heard a woman screaming at the butler.
It's frogs, isn't it? There's something about frogs.
What do you mean you can't find my diamond ring and my husband's watch? I gave that stuff to you for safekeeping before going in the pool.
Oh, we're gonna get a little plant happening. The other Pearl, the name's Pearl or something. she's planted them for sure on our main character. Is our main character's name Crystal? Was it Crystal? Am I imagining that? Crystal, Pearl? That seems unlikely.
The butler said he'd put all the guests' belongings in Mr. Hammond's study, but they were all gone. Everyone went crazy, and there was nearly a riot. Ladies, gentlemen, please.
Really?
Something like this has never happened before, and I assure you I won't rest till everyone's belongings are returned. You have my
everyone's belongings, not just one. I was gonna say, why? Why is it everyone's business?
word.
I see.
As the angry guests went out mumbling and threatening Mr. Hammond, he ordered the servants to strip the house down. Only 10 minutes later, a maid came running with my backpack.
Yeah, well, obviously, that's such a Pearl move. It's definitely a Pearl maneuver. It is Crystal. It's Crystal and Pearl. What are the chances? What are the chances?
She turned it over, and all the rich people's things fell out. Sir, Miss Crystal's bags were packed. It looked
How's she even gonna? No, guys, you gotta believe me. It's not me. I'm a billionaire. Likely story,
like
Crystal.
she was planning to leave. I was horrified. Mr. Hammond looked shocked as I protested that I had nothing to do with it. Oh, Daddy, what did you expect from someone like her? I always knew she'd do something like this. We need to call the police. I walked up to Mr. Hammond and looked him straight in the eye. I know I'm just a stranger and not really your daughter, so you'll choose to believe Pearl's words over mine. You can do whatever you want, but just know that your kindness means far more to me than money or things ever could, and I would never do anything to harm you.
Also, I'm a billionaire. I just thought that's relevant information here. So, like, I really couldn't care less about all this stuff.
Suddenly, Mr. Hammond took my hand. You are my daughter, and I do believe you. He turned to Pearl with a furious face. Pearl, if you don't want me to stop paying for your credit cards and cut you out of my will, leave now. I don't want to see your face till you've graduated university.
Oh! Jeez! Pearl is no longer daughter. Crystal is my best daughter now. Oh my gosh.
Pearl stared at him in shock, then screamed angrily and left. I was so touched by Mr. Hammond's
She's like, nice, well, as long as it's not me.
words, I finally decided to tell him about my inheritance and my greedy family. He was shocked, and the next thing I knew, he had legally adopted me.
I told him I had billions of dollars. He was shocked. And he straight up right there and then wrote up a contract and he adopted me. He loves me so much.
And we went in person to tell my family the news. Their faces were just priceless. I was the owner of my money now, and I had big plans for it. I set up a school for poor kids, and now I teach there whenever I can.
Whenever you can. Whenever I got some free time. Whenever I feel like it'd be fun today. Then I just go and teach them. I don't know what I teach them, but it's just fun to, you know, just have them all listen to me and I just say whatever I want. I'm rich, okay? What are you gonna do about it? Anyway. Follow me on Twitch, we do film these live. Get some of the lemon carton merch down in the description below. It's got a cute little lemon carton on it. And I will see you guys tomorrow.